1 year ago today, I opened up Duolingo and committed to practicing Spanish every single day. The main catalyst for this wasn't just personal curiosity. My wife is a therapist, and she wanted to learn another language to better serve and communicate with clients in her practice. I wanted to support her on this journey, so I decided to jump in alongside with her. My only prior experience was basic Spanish class back in high school that I never continued. So while I had a tiny, rusty foundation, I was essentially starting over. Now that I've officially hit day 365, I wanted to give you an honest, practical look at what 1 year streak actually achieves for real world communication. In this video, we're going to skip the marketing hype and break down the exact daily system I use, the step-by-step progress timeline over the last 12 months, and where this app actually succeeds versus where it completely falls short. If you're thinking about using Duolingo to learn a language, here's a realistic breakdown of the time costs, the limitations, and what actually works. So let's start with the routine. Every day, you're tasked with finishing at least one lesson. You can do as many as the allotted energy meter allows for. So at the top here, you'll see you get about 25 energy. If you have the super subscription, you can have unlimited time, and every so often they throw you free unlimited subscription. Friends that you add within this app can send you free trials, or after your lessons they'll throw you a bunch of free trials as well. And it's great, so you can knock out a few lessons in a day if you want to and not have to worry about your energy burning out. After every lesson you lose about maybe 15 energy, if I'm remembering correctly. I'd have to just go ahead and do a lesson real quick, but you do lose some energy, so much so that you have to wait for it to build back up for you to get another one. So you maybe just doing it the free way could do maybe about 3 lessons a day, if I remember correctly. The gamification of this one is actually pretty good. It alerts you all the time, every day of, hey, you've not done your lesson today. There'll be a countdown towards the end of the day. It'll have a big red icon that'll let you know that, hey, the day is about to end and you haven't done your lesson today. And you need to do your lesson to continue your streak. And keeping your streak earns you currency in this thing to either buy yourself a freeze, buy yourself an avatar icon or avatar outfit. It just, the thing pushes you to keep a streak going so that you're not falling off and oh, I've done it 2 days and then I've fallen off 5 days. So it's good with keeping you on track with that one. So if I scroll here and look at how this thing is sectioned out. So right now, section 1 deals with some of understanding the basics of Spanish. So unit 1 is forming basic sentences. Unit 2 is greeting people. Unit 3 is getting around the city. Unit 4 is ordering foods and drinks. And Unit 5 is describing your family. Unit 6 is shop for clothes and using present tense. And Unit 7 is talk about the school. Unit 8 is say where people are from. And that's it for section 1. And then section 2 is learning words, phrases, and grammar concepts for basic interactions. Now, that's good for the first year. And this is just me, for most of the time, taking just one lesson a day. I wasn't doing this to become extremely fluent in Spanish. Again, I just wanted to help my wife and then also just be better at being able to speak the language. There's a large Spanish community out here, so I want to be able to understand and communicate if that would be easier for them. So if I'm talking about what the pros and the cons are of this app, starting with the pros, again, talking about the things that I've picked up here, it's excellent for basically learning words, phrases, things of that nature. It helps you build a daily habit. I kind of think about, oh, have I done my dailies today for Duolingo? And for the most part, I haven't missed that many days. I think I had maybe 3 days where I had to activate a freeze, where I just completely forgot. The day got so busy and I just completely forgot about my Duolingo practice. But for the most part, I'm on it. I usually do it towards the end of the day. If I do it at the beginning of the day, I'm way better at it. But towards the end of the day, I'm kind of phoning it in most of the time. So it doesn't really work if you're not doing it at the same time every day, and probably at the best time earlier in the day. I love that it's no friction. Again, I can go in this fairly new, fairly fresh, and pick up everything that I need to pick up on to get an understanding of the language. However, that leads me to the cons. There's no deep conversations with this. I see that there's a lesson in here where you can call somebody, but I think that requires a paid plan. to call somebody and actually use the conversation feature, so you can actually practice some of the stuff that you're using outside of just kind of talking to an automated lesson thingy. Another negative is the minimal emphasis on how the language is actually spoken by people who actually speak the language. So there's multiple characters within this app that you'll be either talking to or interacting with, and there's one character that, in my opinion, actually speaks the language the way it's normally spoken by a Hispanic person. That character is the hardest to actually hear, and that's the one that I probably need to be interacting with the most. When I go to the stores and stuff, when I hear people speaking Spanish, I can't keep up with what they're saying. It's a bit too fast, and then I have to hear, a few words that I understand and be like, okay, I understand what was said. But if I was to actually go to Mexico or go somewhere where Spanish is the main language, I don't think I could keep up with the folks that speak Spanish there. Now, I did put this to a test, and I called my cousin, who is very fluent in, I believe, 7 languages, Spanish being her main one, to test out how I would do. And I think this was around my 7-month mark. Tried it out with her and immediately failed. So Duolingo is great for getting you up to speed. She was actually pretty impressed with where I was at the time. I guess that's good. I shouldn't, if anything, think of it as if I'm a 1-year-old now. How much can a 1-year-old speak in Spanish? I'm looking at it that way. I did pretty good for a 7-month-old. I wasn't ready for the big leagues. I couldn't go down to Mexico and say, I don't need the app. I can take care of everything myself. One good thing is, again, I got this app to assist my wife with it, with learning the language for her job. She's also doing Duolingo and is doing the daily lessons as well. So we're both pushing each other, and then every so often we'll talk to each other using some of the words that we've used. Or if I'm working on a lesson and I'm struggling on a word, she'll be like, oh no, that means this, or I'll help her the same. So we're both pushing each other to keep the streak going and just kind of naturally take in the language, learn it, and see if we can apply it with each other before we take it out to the world of folks who actually speak it at a faster pace. But it's good to have a partner that'll keep you accountable and you guys work together to get to that goal together. So for the final verdict, is it worth it? I'd say it is if your goal is to just pick up a new language and learn a few things to make yourself viable in a new setting. If you're looking to be absolutely fluent and a Spanish master and fluently talk to folks, I don't think this is the way I would go about it. If I wanted to be serious and learn the language to actually be fluent, I wouldn't do Duolingo. But because I'm just picking this up to pick up another language, be a little bit fluent and understand things so that I'm just not lost in the sauce, I think this is good for now. Again, this is no frills, no friction way of picking up a new language, but it's not the way I would go about if you were very serious about picking up that language. Again, there's a few things that kind of annoy me, me and my wife, about this app. The amount of notifications you get from it are insane sometimes, especially the amount of friends that you have, because everybody's either pushing you to continue your streak or asking you like, hey, can you send me these tokens for whatever it is they're looking to get. There's a lot of notifications that come from it. It does show you a lot of ads after every lesson, which again, it's a free app or free to play app. So they have to make their money somehow. So I get it. If you finish your lesson and you're in the middle of an ad and somebody calls you or you need to run downstairs or go do something else and you don't complete the ad, the lesson isn't registered as completed. So there have been several times where I've done my lesson, put the ad on, something came up, a notification, somebody called my phone, I forget about it, and then realize it didn't register as complete, so I have to redo the lesson from the beginning. So sometimes that can be frustrating. And then again, this one's on me, but if you're in a mode where you're just like, this isn't the day where I would want to do it, I kind of need a break. You don't really get breaks like that. You get freezes, but if you need a couple days, if you're on vacation or something like that, and you're like, hey, I just want to kind of vacate that kind of stuff, you don't really get this with that app. I'd say your mileage may vary. This could be a great way, especially if you get the super subscription and you can just work on lessons all day. You set aside some time of, hey, I'm just going to set aside 30 minutes and just focus on a bunch of lessons. And they have a bunch of exercises that you can work on to keep powering through this and learn it better. But I'm not sure if full fluency is something that you can gain from this app, but it's a great start. That's it for me. If you have anything, if you have any experience, please let me know, because I'd like to know if maybe there's a different app that you're working with or anything that helps you learn a language. But any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks.